Hundreds of Massachusetts bridges are in need of serious repairs. They're on a list waiting to be fixed or replaced while people continue driving over them every day.
But one bridge replacement project that's really become a priority for the state isn't even going to be used by cars. Fox Undercover's Mike Bodette is investigating the construction of the multi-million-dollar horse bridge.
It's called the Horse Bridge, and it crosses Route 24 in Randolph, connecting two sections of the Blue Hills Reservation. The project began on paper with a $2.1 million price tag, but now it's costing taxpayers more than twice that much, $4.6 million. Were you surprised when they were saying they were going to replace it?
Yeah, I was psyched. I thought, woohoo, new bridge.
Amy Mullen is not ashamed to admit it. Despite the critics, despite the questions.
And they say the state needs more money and they cut funding for elderly and blah, 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 blah.
The owner of Blazing Saddles Equestrian Center can't wait for the opening of the new $4.6 million horse bridge. It's now under construction in Randolph, replacing the old horse bridge that was in the same spot.
How many other misappropriations have been given through the state for financial funding?
You think it's money well spent?
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
Mullen's farm backs up to a 283-acre section of the Blue Hills Reservation. The new bridge will reopen access to all the trails on the other side of Route 24.
You can ride here for an hour and a half on this side. And it's, it's fun, but it gets boring. But once that bridge is back, right, you can ride 5-6 hours.
Build a stone wall.
Steve Olenoff is with Friends of the Blue Hills. Why do horses need their own bridge?
It's not the horses, it's all the users of the reservation that need this bridge.
Olenoff says he led hikes through the reservation that crossed the old bridge, a bridge that was built in 1958 after Route 24 cut through the reservation.
So they built this bridge as sort of mitigation to keep the reservation connected together so people can use the trails and go from one section to the other.
Blue Hills is this nice big green splotch here just south of Boston.
Wendy Fox is a spokesperson for the Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation, which manages the reservation. Is this bridge really necessary?
This bridge is, in fact, a critical piece of infrastructure in the Blue Hills Reservation.
Not only is the bridge used by horses and hikers, Fox says it also provides a way for maintenance and emergency vehicles to cross Route 24 without leaving the park and traveling on side roads. Is it really heavily used?
It's very popular. It's popular and it's necessary.
Do you have any numbers to back that up?
We don't. We haven't counted.
Potentially used by the 30 or so horses at Mullen's farm and about 20 horses at a neighboring farm. That means the state is essentially paying $92,000 per horse to fund the nearly $5 million horse bridge. Frank Tramontosi is the chief engineer for the Massachusetts Department of Transportation. DCR couldn't even tell us how many people use this bridge. Can you shed any light on that?
I couldn't tell you in terms of numbers of users, recreational users of the bridge, but I can tell you that horses, pedestrians, they're all our customers.
Is this a waste of money?
No, it wouldn't be a waste of money because the bridge was structurally deficient. It was in need of being replaced.
Right now, there are bridges all over the state in need of serious repairs, including more than 500 that are considered structurally deficient. The list includes this one between Dover and Needham and this bridge in Wellesley. Shouldn't bridges that are used by cars be replaced first?
This was a priority also because many cars are traveling underneath it, and trucks are traveling underneath it. And trucks would continue to hit it had we not raised the profile of that bridge.
No regrets putting this bridge on that list?
No regrets putting this bridge on that list. There's many bridges that need to be replaced. This was one of them, and it was time for this bridge to be replaced.
So what about the $2.5 million increase in the cost of construction? Tramontosi says the original price was just a preliminary estimate and that the project ended up being redesigned, resulting in the $4.6 million bill. As for Amy Mullen, the owner of that horse farm, she says she's planning to hold a party when the bridge opens next month. Do you have an idea for a Fox Undercover investigation? Call us at 1-800-TV-FOX25. I'm Mike Bodette for Fox Undercover.